Hi and welcome to today's daily reading for the 5th of April. And today's reading is coming from Time for Joy. I'm glad I dug out this little book again because it's lovely. This one doesn't actually have an illustration. April 5th starts with a quote from Stephen Levine. Stopping the mind does not bring wisdom. Mindfulness is the most powerful means of cutting through the hindrances. We can sit with any of them, and rather than blocking our meditation, we can become the object of the investigation. I like that. And then Ruth goes on to say, as we learn to bring awareness to what is going on in our minds, we begin to discover our truth. We begin to discover who we really are. We no longer need to cover up our truth with alcohol or drugs or unhealthy dependencies and relationships. We know now that only by seeing who we are, where we have come from, and where we are going, can we grow to be healthy. Today I am open to be all of who I am. As I bring my attention to all of me, without judgment, I grow in wisdom and freedom. Mindfulness. Oh gosh, I've just been out in the wind. That's why I'm looking a bit red here. It's always great when you see yourself on the screen when you haven't looked in the mirror recently. Accepting myself for all of me. This is who I am, so I'll just accept it. Apologies again for this fan, which only seems to come on when I go to do a live. I might have to find a different way to post the videos. Anyway, back to today's reading. What was it about? I know it's about mindfulness, and interestingly, my calendar for the day talks about our emotions. When you begin to view your emotions objectively, you can see what they are teaching you. No feeling is good or bad. It's just a tool the mind uses to gauge whether or not your current experience is desirable. When we shun certain emotions, we miss out on valuable lessons. And mindfulness is great for discovering little emotions that we're trying to hide from. Even something like tiredness. If we go into our minds and sit quietly, feel tired, we notice that emotion of tiredness, maybe even exhaustion, that we haven't paid any attention to because we're just powering through our day. All that stuff needs done and we're going to do it. So mindfulness is a way for exploration. I love mindfulness. I love to see what my mind's doing. Sometimes I get caught up in a story, so a thought comes in and I start to give it arms and legs and I go away and play with it. And then I realise I'm in meditation and bring myself back again to just watch the thoughts rather than get caught up with them. But it's a really cool little exercise, to sit quietly and then just imagine that you're going into your mind and you're going to be able to look at all the corners of your mind and you're just going to notice. It's about increasing your awareness of yourself and who you are. And it's really helpful. It's really helpful to notice inside that you are hiding from a bad mood. Something happened the day before and it's lurking in there as hidden resentment that is coming into your daily life, but you don't really know that that's what's happening because you haven't sat quietly and you haven't checked in. So it's really just a check-in with mindfulness for me. And it's a practice that I go back to when I discover in my daily life that I'm not being mindful, I'm not paying attention, I'm not noticing what's going on with me, I'm just blundering through life. So 10 minutes of mindfulness in the morning is enough. Ruth advocates for 20, but Andy Puddicombe, who wrote Headspace and runs the Headspace community, check it out if you don't know about it, Headspace. The book is hilarious and the app and the website are very helpful, so I'll just throw that in there. But Ruth advocates for 20, I advocate for 10 because Andy's book was the first time I touched base with mindfulness. So if you choose to, maybe tomorrow, sit quietly for 10 minutes and just notice the thoughts that come in. But on top of that, just try to creep into your mind and just look to see if there's anything going on that you maybe haven't noticed. Alrighty, namaste. I will see you tomorrow. Bye now. Bye.